Time now for weather with Nebraska Extension Ag Climatologist and Market Journal Chief Meteorologist Al Dutcher. And Al is joining us from his remote weather office today with this week's forecast. How's it looking, Al?
Well, we sure had some interesting weather over the past week, Troy, and it looks like we finally might see some sunshine, as we like to say, down the road. Certainly had two major systems to work with this last week and some very significantly cold weather that broke through most of the upper Midwest into the Central Plains. I do expect that we'll see some freeze damage to at least some of the wheat crop in Kansas. Potentially, we might see some of that damage here in southern Nebraska. But the more important thing we're looking out for is that we're going to finally get rid of the snow and look at some more warmer temperatures. And as we get closer to the planting season, maybe some much better conditions as we go forward in time. So as we go to the upper air models, today's upper air pattern features a troughing pattern over the upper Great Lakes and also some energy moving on the west coast, which is expected to slide to the south of Nebraska. Surface lows over southeastern Wyoming and also over the Texas Panhandle. Most of the major precipitations over the eastern United States, and that's shutting off the moisture flow back from this system. So we expect nothing but a few showers over Kansas. And we see a little bit of wave of energy moving down the pipeline Sunday afternoon, might impact some few showers in northwestern Nebraska, but overall, firmly in control over the state. Should see some temperatures of basically normal to slightly above normal, as most of precipitation skirts to the southeastern United States. On Monday, we see some energy moving into the southwestern United States, and that will start to eject a piece of energy out into the southeastern portions of Colorado. But this high pressure system over the deep southern portions of the United States will block the return flow. So we expect basically dry conditions until Tuesday. This trough starts to make greater inroads into Texas. Surface low starts to form over the Texas Panhandle, and that will start to feed moisture toward the north, and we should see some scattered shower and thunderstorm activity breaking out south of the I-80 corridor. Why more widespread precipitation as the system starts to move up into the lower portions of the Mississippi River Valley, and that will bring a big fetch of moisture up into the Midwest, potentially bringing some scattered thunderstorm activity into extreme southeastern Nebraska, but most of northwestern and western Nebraska should remain dry. On Thursday, that system starts to lift up into the Ohio River Valley. We get more of a zonal flow, so much warmer conditions. We do see a surface low development in the Texas Panhandle, but with most of the main activity over this big low over the Ohio River Valley, not going to get much in the way of return flow. And as we get in Friday, yet another system starts to dive from the Pacific Northwest. This one's going to dive down into Texas as we get into the weekend, start to see a surface low forming in Texas. But the main cold air will remain well to our north. There was some precipitation breaking out over the central Rockies, and there are some signs that this will start to eject out as we go into next week. And so as we look at the 8 to 14-day forecast, including next weekend through the following Tuesday, we see that the warmth will continue as the main cold air remains over the Great Lakes. And in terms of precipitation, with that system ejecting out, there is a slight increase in the terms of precipitation. But overall, it appears to me that this is the most likely will impact more the southeastern United States and eastern seaboard. Well, it's overall, we look at the overall pattern. We've been some very cold temperatures lately, and the temperatures have come. With this rebound in temperatures, I expect that we will start to see activity picking up in earnest, especially with the forecast for warmer conditions. One fly in the ointment is to watch the system coming out next week with a little bit farther northward drift. And more importantly, watch out for another storm system coming at the beginning of the month. But overall, it looks like warmer conditions, which should promote a kickoff to our planting season in earnest.